Good morning student and my dear friends. A very warm good morning to everyone. In today's class we will study an important topic, that is differentiation. In physics, differentiation play a very crucial role during doing some numerical regarding different type of topic of our physics. So let us start. What is meant by differentiation? Actually, first of all, we have to understand what is constant, variable and function. Let us start. What is constant? In our society, constant basically a quantity whose value remains unchanged during mathematical operations. So, in short, we can say that anything which does not change with respect to time, whether you provide any value, that is called a constant. For example, pi, e, integer, these are the fixed value that never be changed with respect to time. This is called constant. While variable are those quantities which take different value, which can take different value. For an example, suppose we have value x and we says to students, please provide the value of x. Then lots of students in the class will provide different value for x. That is clear that x is not a particular quantity that hold only single value, that hold different value according to students' demand. So in this way we can say x, y and z be the variables, while the function is a quantity. The quantity y is called a function of x, means y will be the function of x if for providing value of x there is a different value of y. Take an example. Suppose we have an equation y is equal to 3x square plus 2x plus 5. If we provide x2 in that equation, then 2 to the 4, 3 are 12, 2 to 4 and 5, 12, 4, 16 and 21. So it is clear that when we provide 2 in that equation, we get value 21 for y. But in case of 1, in case of 3, in case of 4, the value will be different. So it's clear that y is a function of x. If we provide x a particular value, then that corresponding value, there is a different value for y. In this way function act. Now, meaning of dy by dx. This is actually physical meaning of dy by dx. What is the meaning of dy? Why we write dy by dx? What represent it? Actually, ratio of small change in function of y and the variable x is called average rate of change of y with respect to x. That means this is the small change in y in variable x. This is a small change in y with respect to small change in x. We are taking some example. As we know, in lower class, there are two main quantities, average velocity and average acceleration. By the definition of velocity, we know that displacement upon time. But if we think that the small change in displacement covered with respect to small change in time, then such quantity is called average. In similar manner, average acceleration can also be defined. Small change in velocity with respect to small change in time. If deltas are present, then these deltas shows always average value. While for finding instantaneous value in case of velocity and acceleration, we have to provide a limit such that delta tends to 0 in that equation. Then this equation, then delta s by delta t automatically shift into ds by dt and ds dv by dt, which represent the actual formula for velocity and acceleration for entire journey, while this is represent for a particular time. Now, there are some important formulae that we generally apply during solving some questions of differentiation. Suppose if we have a constant, then constant differentiation is 0. Always keep in mind. But if our function y is equal to cu and we want to differentiate it, you have to take c outside and you have to differentiate u with respect to x. if u is the function of x, then you can differentiate y with respect to x, otherwise it not be possible. If y is equal to u plus minus v plus minus w, means y is a function of three different terms where u, v and w are the function of x, then differentiation of y with respect to x will be du upon dx plus minus dv upon dx plus minus dw upon dx. In this way, such type of problems are solved. But in product rule, if y is a function of two terms and both terms are the function of x, then dy by dx will be taken as first function as it is derivative of second plus second as it is derivative of first. This is very important formula. Similarly, if y is a function of x but it is in division form, then its differentiation will be calculated as dy upon dx divided by v square. V square means this v square, v taking one side, differentiation of u by dx minus u as it is difference of dv by dx. This is the also formula. That formula only apply when y is a function in terms of differentiation form. While y is a function of power of xn, then its differentiation will be n taking out in front and power n minus 1. This is also very important and common formula. This is very simplest and very common formula that apply generally in every type of problems. Now, regarding trigonometric sections, there are also some important formulae. Differentiation of sin x always cos x, but differentiation of cos x is a minus sin x. You have to keep in mind. Differentiation of tan x will be sec square x, while differentiation of cot x will be minus cosecant square x. Differentiation of secant x will be secant x tan x, but differentiation of cosecant x will be minus cosecant x cot x. And differentiation of log ex always 1 upon x, but differentiation of e की power x always e की x. These are the some common formulae. Now we have three problems regarding differentiation and we will solve by differentiation and get the answer for these three questions. Let us start first one. For finding, because it is a function of x, this is also a function of x, this is also a function of x, so its differentiation will be take place with respect to x. So dy by dx, we know that x की power half, so we will take half again and half में से minus 1. Which formula we apply here? This one. We applying this formula here. X की power n. Then it will be half x की power minus half. That means 1 upon 2 root x. That will be answer. This is the answer of that question. Second question. Now this is u by v. U by v, if this format will be used here. So differentiation of dy upon dx will be second का square means x minus 3 का square. U are taking outside means this x minus 3 differentiation of this. Okay, differentiation इसका करना है हमें. इसका कैसे करेंगे ध्यान से देखिए आप. इसको आप ऐसे लिखेंगे dy by dx 9x की 5 का डिफरेंशिएशन करना है. फिर आप माइनस लगाएंगे, फिर u एज इट इज 9x की 5 एज इट इज और डिफरेंशिएशन आपको x माइनस 3 का करना है. डी बाई डी एक्स और x माइनस 3 का डिफरेंशिएशन. नाउ सॉल्व इट. इट विल बी x माइनस 3 3 हो गया. ये हो गया x की पावर n. लेट्स सी नोट इन 9 टेकिंग आउटसाइड. सी द फार्मूला c into u. c taking outside and differentiate u. Here 9 is taking outside and u की x की 5 x की n वाला रूल मीन्स 5 आ गई यानी पावर कम 5 माइनस 1 या फिर माइनस 9x की 5 एज इट इज. इसका डिफरेंशिएशन क्या होगा? x के रिस्पेक्ट में x 1 होगा. दिस इज 1 एंड 3 क्या है? कांस्टेंट. कांस्टेंट का डेरिवेटिव क्या होता है? जी. यू हैव टू टेक जस्ट नाउ सॉल्व इट. डिवाइडेड बाय x माइनस 3 का. Now you have to multiply this one. It will be 5x की 4. फिर x minus 3 5 9 बचे 45 45x की 4 9 से 45 x की 4 माइनस 1 से करेंगे तो 9x की डिवाइडेड बाई x माइनस 3 का स्क्वायर। नाउ नेक्स्ट ये कितना हो जाएगा आपका 45 एज इट इज x की अंदर जाएगा तो x की 5 माइनस का 3x की 4 45 आ गया क्या 4 इसकी क्या x की 4 बदले x की 5 माइनस 3x की 4 माइनस 9x की 5 डिवाइडेड बाय x माइनस 3 का स्क्वायर। नाउ यू कैन एक्सपेंड आल्सो हाउ 45x की 5 माइनस 9 मीन्स 45x की 5 माइनस 45 3 जा 5 दिया 15 4 दिया 12 और 1 13 139 5 दिया 15 1 4 दिया 12 13 x की 4 माइनस 9x की 5 डिवाइडेड बाय x माइनस 3 का स्क्वायर। नाउ इट विल बी कैन 45 माइनस 9 हाउ मच 9 जाएंगे तो बच गई 36 x की 5 30x की 5 यदि पॉजिटिव साइड माइनस का 135 x की 4 डिवाइडेड बाय x माइनस 3 का स्क्वायर। तो आंसर विल बी 36 x की 5 माइनस 135 x की 4 डिवाइडेड बाय x माइनस 3 का स्क्वायर। दैट विल बी आंसर। We apply here u upon v format. Which format we use? U upon v format and gets the answer here. Now next question. Now this is the function of a and u and v. We will use product rule u into v. The differentiation of dy upon dx will be first function u as it is differentiation of 2x plus 5 and then plus second as it is 2x plus 5 as it is differentiation of x minus 1. Now solve it. This is x minus 1 and it will be 2x 2 taking outside x to the power 1 5 constant का डेरिवेटिव 0 listen constant डेरिवेटिव 0 तो ये पार्ट तो 0 हो गया but cu we are following cu to c taking outside differentiation means 2 taking outside differentiation of x1 तो ये 2 आ गया just 2 plus 2x plus 5 इसका क्या आएगा इसका तो 0 और x का डेरिवेटिव बनाते हैं तो ये कितना आएगा 2x minus 2 कर लेंगे तो और ये कितना है 2x plus 5 अब हम करेंगे तो ये 4x और ये हो गया जी प्लस का 3 दैट इज द आंसर 4x plus 3 2x 2x 4x and 5 plus minus 2 plus 3 so 4x plus 3 will be right answer for that question. That was all about differentiation. In this class we learned what is differentiation, how differentiation functions and what type of differentiation rules are applied during solving numerical regarding differentiation in math as well as in physics. I hope you will enjoy that lecture. We will meet you very soon in next class. Till then, take care. Goodbye.